I welcome our viewers at the Red Line Show. Today we will discuss the latest events in the world, and today with me Pavlo Shtelmach, Galina Babenko, Pasha, Halia. My name
Less
is
formal, yeah.
Dmitro Klimuk, Dima,
Dimka.
Dimka sometimes. And today we will discuss Donald,
Yeah,
The boy who lived, let's put it this way.
the old boy.
The
we
old,
will, we will discuss what happened during the Republican rally. Is that a real attempt of a madman, or maybe that is a political trick?
yeah, there is like so much to discuss, but I think one thing is very clear. Probably this has secured the victory for Donald Trump. Do you think so?
No.
Really?
Yes, I don't think because Donald Trump is old man, and we have a half of year. And
Oh, so you have that plan B. Okay. Yeah.
It's not plan B. It's like some suggestions.
Okay.
But
Okay.
because you see, in politics, everything that happened, it could be turned in both sides. Of course, these events these events made the probability of Trump win more higher. As I remember, the possibility jumps from 60% to 68, and it's
Oh, okay. So you have numbers, but I have like quotes. So Politico has issued an article. So they basically, they like took quotes of like church guys, what do you call them? Like priests, and they were like saying
Pastors.
that, yeah, pastors. I'm not very into religion, as you can understand. So they actually think that Trump is now like a messiah, like he was saved by God, and this actually like it stinks with the concept of
he was saved by wind.
monarchy and like Tsar, like he is, the chosen one, basically the old guy who lived, not the boy. So like you can hear quotes like, "It wasn't the man; it was the decision he made regarding the blessing of," pay attention, Israel. They even suggest that God saved Trump so he can save Israel. Or the other one, you preserve Trump's life and you don't preserve anything you don't have a purpose for. Trump saved by God to make America great again and again and again and again.
You know, we in Ukraine, we don't believe in the some attacks on the candidates of presidents because we have Yanukovych,
Yeah.
who not who fall after he's shot by the
Yeah,
enemy.
but we have to like
Trump
we have
don't fall. Trump just some.
he actually told like one of the media, some tabloid, he was like, I actually like turned my head, and that's why I was able to divert
Yeah.
from the
What can we say for real? The bullet was real. That's
apparently it was because it actually killed a man.
Yeah, the bullets were real, and the shooter used AR-15. So he used a rifle, a military-grade rifle, which is widely available in the U.S. And
Yeah, someone said like on Twitter, it was like, this man took a bullet for our country, and someone wrote, it's America, man. Everyone can take a bullet for this country here.
And actually, it was quite strange for me. It was symbolic, very symbolic. I've seen already some AI revoices as Donald Trump as a hip-hop performer. Yeah, like parental advisory, and he's with blood in his ear, like a gangster with that. So he created his image.
This one photo, like where he stands like
yeah,
this.
I mean with this.
I mean, but like also I heard people say something like, "Who does that when you were almost killed?" So I think some people imply that it was staged and you cannot look like this, like in this picture.
What really happened? As for me, I was thinking about it yesterday, quite for a time, maybe half a day. Yeah, I usually do that. I think a lot. Yeah, about Trump too.
Yeah, bad choice to think a lot.
Also, I remember like a year ago or a year and a half, Trump had an image of a felon. He was under trials.
Yes.
He was underrated. He was under pressure. Later, he like protected his rights in the court. The Constitutional Court of the U.S. and other courts, they like proved that he can ballot for the presidency. And what happened during that rally, during that attempt, he finalized his image. So now he has really, I agree with that, it is a strong image for American electorate. Like who do they see? Biden here and
It's
Trump
not
here?
even like strong, basically. And like you say, oh, it's not like sure he will win because blah blah blah, everything can change. Yeah, that works unless your opponent, which means Trump, which means Biden,
Biden, yeah.
actually does not do things like. So they decided to take down the ads for Biden campaign that stated that Trump was like a felon, a criminal, and I'm like, I don't understand something. Of course, you have to condemn it. Of course, you have to investigate this thing. But does this mean that like a guy was almost killed? It's not good. He was almost killed. It's not great. But does it make him not a criminal or a felon after all of this? After Speaker Johnson has just said live that Trump is one of the most prosecuted politicians ever in America in particular, and yes, that's true, but that makes sense because he
What is really strange? It is the first like a battle between candidates who has such more criminal cases against him. Like Yanukovych had 2 criminal cases open.
You guys say Yanukovych all the time, but you have to give some context.
Yeah, okay.
Taste.
Viktor Yanukovych is a fugitive president of Ukraine who defected to Russia after the Revolution of Dignity in 2014. He became a president of Ukraine in 2010, had a very pro-Russian position, and he had criminal cases opened for him. And
For stealing.
For
The heads.
Yeah, for stealing heads, and he actually became the president of Ukraine on democratic elections, which were falsified, as some people say.
Yeah.
But
Most definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. But still, that were elections, and the image of Donald Trump is extremely familiar to Viktor Yanukovych for me right now.
Like Ukrainian Twitter was full of memes that
There
compared
was a meme when
Trump,
Yanukovych,
to Yanukovych, because Yanukovych once was so apparently he was smart back then, and he knew that an assassination attempt would actually be great for an image. So they wanted to stage something like that, but actually just some guy threw an egg at him. But the guy was Yanukovych was he had a scenario, he had he had it planned, so he still fell anyway, and turned out he fell because an egg was thrown at him.
You don't remember, but I remember the time, and there was the statement of a doctors who said that in such situation, some people could lose the consciousness and fell. So even if you 1 meter and 90 centimeters high. So
of course, who am I to judge? Nobody has ever
Throw.
thrown an egg at me, so I cannot.
not yet. I know what to do.
Please, let's not do this.
Well, let's return to Donald Trump and to American pre-election ballots. Also, it is the first time, I believe, that presidents after 70, both candidates are after 70 years old.
Yes.
The oldest in all of America's history.
So you think they should remember the duels on pistols?
No. I think that what I really think of is younger people tend to be more decisive. We all remember.
Who's younger here? Who?
I
Trump?
mean not about them. I mean
okay.
like Kamala Harris and
Shooter. 20 years
Shooter, yeah,
old.
he is very young. He was
decisive.
pretty decisive.
He
By
was
the
very
way,
decisive, yeah.
it's interesting to mention the Shooter because he stands for conservative. He supports Republicans, and he still proceeded with the shooting. And do you know the reason?
Official
Allegedly,
reason.
yes.
No.
No, so I saw someone said that it was because of the Epstein files
Yeah,
published
that's
about these girls 14, 13 years old that were actually
you see they always forgot about that Epstein papers case. Even
actually.
Stephen Hawking was there, according to those
I'm
papers.
sorry, but it's I wrote down one concept in here so I do not forget it, and it says it's a very short notice. It says substitution of notions is wild on X social network. Elon Musk. So first of all, I went through Musk's tweets. Second, and
There were two attempts on his life.
my brain hurt a bit. Yes. Second of all, Musk is that friend who cannot not to attract attention to himself. Trump was almost shot, and he was like, actually, I was almost shot
Two
times. Sorry, get back.
Like in California, I mean, if you threaten someone's rights, you can be shot.
As I remember, Zelensky had 6 attempts.
It's even hard to imagine how many attempts there were. If you can shoot a presidential candidate in America, I mean, So once again, it also brings up the issue of security. Still, they have a lot of security, man. And you can still shoot him if you really try, or maybe if you even don't try hard.
Okay, but I wanted to prolong your theme about the conspirology.
Your favorite topic.
Yes. What do you think? Who was where was the origin of this attack, and who was the main ideologist of this attack? Maybe it was?
Are you simply asking me whether Trump could arrange it himself?
It could Trump, it could Biden, it could
No.
Ukrainians, according to Russian media.
Of course, Russian media will always say it was.
I saw a Reels video of Cory. Cory is an American who lives in Ukraine for a long time, and he is a blogger. And he made a video
A blogger where?
on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube.
Okay.
And also he said, yeah, they're gonna blame Ukraine somehow. And then a couple of tweets, it was Azov shooter.
Nazi.
Probably.
Nazi shooter.
I saw yesterday TASS, Russian.
TASS is a Russian national propaganda media agency.
Without propaganda, national media agency, Russian.
State-owned.
State-owned, yes.
Yes.
Okay, propaganda. Okay. And they wrote that. They officially wrote that Ukrainians was blaming for this shooting, according to the Colombian journalist.
Colombian journalist was there and he saw everything. Yeah, sure.
So as we can
After
see,
a pack of white powder. Yeah?
I don't know. I don't know.
I need a pack of white powder after this.
We mean flour for baking bread.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love baking.
Also, there was a post on Russian media a couple of days ago that Ukrainians are going to blow the Kyiv dam themselves. And you could compare, we're gonna blow our dam ourselves. It was Ukrainian shooter at Trump.
One point about blowing Kyiv dam said Zakharova, and about Ukrainian shooter wrote some unknown Colombian journalist. So, but TASS, of course, use this information for.
And then the journalists will be killed, and another journalist will write about it, and they will blame Ukrainian
again.
services, yeah.
Returning to the question, who are you blaming on this attack?
I like the theory that Trump could do it himself because, first of all, Yanukovych tried to do this, and it's genius in some way.
Is our
Yes,
golden
he's
standard.
Yanukovych had an egg, and Trump had a bullet at him. So you believe that?
No.
Trump
Wait. No. The point was that Yanukovych was actually expected to be shot. He expected a bullet, but then the egg came. So here, the point is when you try to stage a thing like this and the bullet is real, it's not very fancy. You're like, you what if it really,
Yeah, what if
goes
it
into
went
your
3
head.
centimeters right?
Yeah.
Trump would be dead.
Oh, there are a lot of like, it's
And
like
if-
ketchup, it's like some kind of sauce and stuff. I do believe that he was shot, and I don't think he arranged it. However, the picture, mm, like, it made me doubt a bit because it's so much glory in this picture. It's so perfectly, I don't know whether it was just a great photographer, but it looks so freaking perfect. It's just like a ready poster to like, let's fight and let's go to.
I spill my blood for America.
Yes, I don't know. And he said like he already gave like this short interview, and he was like, I'm supposed to be dead, but I'm alive. Like, he implies like I'm alive.
And America will reborn.
Yes, because like that's a sign and you have to believe in it. It was God. But by the way, I saw comments like, so this like theory that Trump was saved by God, actually some people write something like, why God didn't help the man who actually died. Like there is so much to say about the man who actually died. So that's why I also think it was a real shooter. Like that he wasn't very careful.
There are some conspiracy theory that Biden was the arranger. Biden was. It will be very good for Biden because when.
So you see, okay, let's make it clear. So Trump fans say that Biden cannot properly speak, properly eat. He goes to bed at 8 p.m., but he definitely arranged this.
What's wrong with this theory? It's Russian-like.
Yes, that's the point. That's what I'm like, trying to hint at. So I don't know when he did that because like he sleeps at 8.
You see, it's for me it's very serious point because security service, it's a national security service. It's the people who save the president, the vice president, and they saved the candidate to in presidency,
Yep.
Trump. And there are 2 sniper groups. They didn't see the shooter.
I saw videos that they saw the shooter and they were not allowed to do anything. So there are a lot of, but when people in America, people still say, I don't believe in Ukraine's war because
Have you seen it?
the videos are fake.
Yeah,
So I cannot say I believe that kind of video because it was published just by a random guy on Twitter.
Yeah,
and
and also CNN.
I really
all
doubt
those wrote about
like
it.
I have so much weird feelings towards Elon Musk and Twitter. He basically and by the way, the most actually like I joked about Musk, but the most important part, he actually donated I think a lot of
A
money
lot of
to
money
Trump's
for
campaign.
Trump's campaign, maybe.
And now he has a perfect argument for this. Like the guy almost died. And it's funny, he almost like it's just so ironic actually. Everyone says the saving by God, but I see the irony in the fact that Trump is like, yeah, Biden is going to die tomorrow, he's too old, and he almost died first.
Yeah. And we will have only one old man for the presidency.
They're both old men, but
Actually, about I don't believe in Ukraine's war, it's fake. Did you know that in Slovakia they tried to condemn Russia's attack on Ahmadid? Yesterday,
yeah,
I
they
believe.
did. They couldn't approve it.
They
like,
couldn't approve it,
adopt
and
the-
do you know why? Because one of the deputies of the pro-Russian party said, "Have you been there?
No way.
Do you know it's real?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah,
And
and that's also very funny because when you see videos from like Palestine, from Gaza,
oh, it's so real.
50% of them are from Syria, and nobody cares about that. I mean, only like people from Syria basically posted and said, "No, this is not from Gaza."
This is Syria. This
But
is our country.
when
yeah.
you see like hundreds of videos from Ukraine, like official, not official, they like I cannot comprehend this fact. Basically, I'm trying to be reasonable, and I understand that that was probably a real assassination attempt, not a ketchup and stuff. But as I told you, the substitution of notions on X is wild because when I read Musk's like account, I wanted to block him so much. He basically says that everyone lies except X. and him, obviously. And only on X you can read the truth and nothing but, truth. And that's not it. There are a lot of fake stuff.
I'm just open the X.
Oh, okay. What do you see?
I opened the account of President Biden, and
Okay.
he said his deepest condolences to the family of the victim at Donald Trump's rally, and Donald Trump's himself. And as you know, the candidates speak to them between themselves after the shooting.
They
for
had
the
a
first
talk, very like nice. Trump was like, it was very warm and nice.
first time in 7 or 10 years.
Yeah.
So my question is, what is your reaction to the Biden's reaction? So he said that the both candidates must be more cool.
Yeah, that's a new trend. So both of them, they are united by the fact.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't like you, obviously, today. Like,
Yeah. Where you're too active, and I'm like sitting idle here.
Okay. What
Ask
do
me something.
how are you?
I'm fine. I believe that Donald Trump's ear is not right now. And
but Biden.
Biden's reaction.
Yes. What do you think about Biden's reaction? And,
I was not inspired.
And you see, in 2020, when Trump lost the elections, he won. He was one of the activists who.
Like not activists, one of the people who stormed Capitol building. All
Yes,
that.
not storm, but he.
He encouraged it.
Yes.
And about Biden's reaction, it was not encouraging for me, to say the least. I've seen it. It was like a reaction. Volodymyr Zelensky even reacted to it. He said that it is unacceptable to apply
everyone will say
violence.
it's unacceptable.
Yeah, but I expected something more active.
Do you think that in future the battle between candidates will be less proactive? So it will be because now both candidates talk about its aggressive style. And
You see, Dima, I see a position of Trump. He has a stance, and unfortunately, right now, the Democratic candidate Joe Biden, he doesn't have such a powerful image in the media and in popular imagination.
Awful image.
I
in the
didn't
media.
say that.
He
but
has. I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
after that, after the debate, after all of this stuff, like you don't have to make a statement. Oh, I wish Trump died.
no.
But you cannot do what you're doing. You cannot say like you just stop your campaign, your like core, and you say, oh, actually we will not say that Trump is a felon and a criminal because now we support unity. And unity for Trump. Trump will say, I am saved to unite this country. I stand for unity. He rewrote
It was
his
a divine-
speech for the
yeah.
Republican like convention. And still, I don't think he's gonna change his stance a lot. No way. He was aggressive. He will be aggressive. That's like his way of speaking. But Biden having such a weak image, it only makes it weaker. The call to Trump, it's okay. Yeah, it's nice. You're two old men. You have to care for each other. It's like, how are you? Are you dying? No, that's great. We still have a race. But all of the other stuff, the rearranging the entire campaign, the unity is like the new trend. That's great. And I saw the article. So the journalist, maybe I will find it, but I will just tell you quickly. She wrote, "We are all MAGA now." So she referred to Ronald Reagan.
Je suis Trump.
Just with
Yeah,
That's
and you
nice.
see this,
That's nice.
this event was like unifying different Republicans. They were even anti-Trump, I believe. Not that mega core. They like rallied more confidence.
As I understand, the Republicans who don't support Trump, they will not support Trump because of him. Despite
what will
all-
they do? Vote for Biden?
you don't like No, Republicans will not support Trump. Not Trump fans are supporting Trump right now. Republicans will. He called Nikki Haley and he asked her to come to the convention. And she probably will come. And she will have Nikki Haley by his side, also praising him for being alive.
I don't think that Nikki Haley will.
We will have to
we'll
see
see.
that, because you know
She
it's
probably will.
democracy.
No.
She will.
It's democracy. They can do what they want.
Yes, but the problem of Trump and Biden is like all Republicans who wasn't support Trump, they will not support Trump. But the neutral people who didn't.
Yeah,
who
I mean
don't-
that. I mean that those who will waver and they
now
are
they
easily
support Trump,
influenced. They
yes.
will support Trump because they were influenced by this powerful image. I'm not talking it's good or it was bad. The attempt itself, it was a powerful event. They made it powerful, look powerful, feel powerful. So people who are impactful emotionally, they will remember. Oh, who is the candidate? Who were suffered more? Trump suffered more.
I have one great idea
Mm-hmm.
how Biden could beat Trump. If Trump lived stay alive after shooting, Biden should kill Putin, and then
No.
He already
will do.
stopped
So
Putin.
we have to mention
Biden already stopped
Not
Putin.
not stop. Stop is not enough. Kill.
You cannot kill people.
You
It's
could
a
kill.
sin.
Putin is not people.
Oh, okay.
No, we have to mention Henry. It's like an honorary mention. He's not with
Yeah.
us today, but he had a great joke. I think you deserve to hear it. So he said the only way Biden can win is go to like Calvary, like Golgotha, and say like, I will die, but then I will resurrect. Like
See you in
I
3
will,
days,
yes,
yeah.
see you in 3 days. And then he will rise from the dead, and that will be even more powerful than the
Killing
Trump.
Putin is more powerful.
Maybe.
That's
Maybe.
for you because you're Ukrainian. But
That's for all adequate people in the
No,
world.
Like adequate, I started this podcast with quotes from pastors who say that Trump is the chosen by God, and these pastors
I
have
remember-
thousands of people. They tell this.
I know people who said that Britney Spears is chosen.
And Taylor
I
Swift
believe-
too.
I,
Do you believe in Taylor Swift?
So
I believe in Britney Spears supremacy. Yeah, maybe she's not in the best mental place right now, but neither is Trump or Biden. So at this point, at least she has healthy knees and like she can speak. Doesn't go to bed at 8 p.m.
after 9 p.m. Yes.
Yes, probably. So yeah,
But for me, it's like you see now Biden must go proactive and must.
and he retreats. He does the opposite thing.
So you think he will retreat from the presidential
No, maybe not
elections?
from running, but what like he will run. He basically says, "I'm running, I'm running, I'm running," and I don't think he will give it up. Like considering the fact that they don't have a lot of options at this point. I don't know whether anyone can like.
But
beat
you
Trump.
see, every next move is showing to us that Trump victory is more and more.
After I think it's like it's like solid now.
Okay,
Like-
okay. I think most of Democrats see that the victory of Trump is solid, so they must do something to weaken the Trump and
You basically have documents that say that Trump could be. We are not prosecutors. I mean, democracy and stuff could be a pedophile, and
But-
media does not speak about it.
because
A lot.
because you need a court decision for this, but for victory of Ukraine you don't need court decision. For transferring of F-16s you not need a court decision. You just need political will. For
It's more difficult to have than court
okay,
decision.
but for allowing Ukraine to hit the Moscow with
No,
American.
why should we hit Moscow?
Not
Let's
Moscow, but
start
Russian-
with
Russian-
Russian air bases which launch
You
glide
just
bombs.
need political will.
Yeah, I also wanted to, mention what the Ukrainians, like we are Ukrainians, so we have to mention the fact how Ukrainians react to Trump and Biden, expectations and stuff. So I have another question for you, and it's also about like conspirology and stuff. You will like it, Dima.
Yes.
Pasha, you will listen to me carefully because then you will say that I did not ask you things. So my question is, like some Ukrainians say that Trump, like that's his strategy. He says weird and controversial stuff, but he will do what he has to do when he's actually elected as president. So do you believe that? Do you think that he is like saying weird stuff and he basically stands for Ukraine giving up the territory? Do you think that's lies and he will actually go and kick Putin's ass? Because some
Donald
Ukrainians
Trump?
say that.
No, he will not kick Putin's ass because he is, I cannot say a friend, but an acquaintance of Putin. They
Okay.
had real good communication and negotiations, which he can do as a president, not as a person. Yeah, he can end the war by allowing Ukraine hit Russian bases, delivering everything what
So
he
you
asked
believe
for.
he can do he has that
Joe
in mind.
Biden can do it.
No,
And
no, 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 no. I
Ah,
ask you
if
whether
he
you
could.
believe that Trump actually has it in mind.
I
At
will have to
all.
see it because, in my opinion, this person is very unpredictable, and
So
every
you basically
assessment,
belong to these people who actually believe that he's unpredictable and he may actually support Ukraine
I
even more.
would say not may, but might rather.
That's
Like,
30% of like probability.
yeah.
That's still too much. Dima?
I think that after these presidential elections, nothing will change in American politics.
That's what Johnson said. He was like, the man basically said, chill. That's just another election. Like that, the Democrats chose the path where they say that Trump will destroy the entire humanity race.
Because as we saw at the President Trump, at the Trump's presidency, he didn't do something extraordinary stuff. All that he do was balanced by another branch of power in
in the
America.
Republican Party, right?
Yes, in Republican Party, in Democratic Party, in Senate. So American policy is not a policy of one person. It's not Russia. It's not some dictatorship. It's a state. This state has its own traditions, and one person maybe he will change something, because even now, before the elections, Republicans are voting for the some laws that will not allow Trump to change decision, but himself. So all the decision must be through the Senate. For example, the support of Ukraine.
Okay, I will just add why I'm asking, because I belong to that group of people who do not think that. I have one like reason for this, like one of them is that at some point Trump took a lot of Russian money for his businesses, and I cannot expect from him to betray those who gave him money at a very important point.
What he could lost?
Yeah, see, not
You
lost.
see,
You see, no.
he is 77 years old. 77, as I remember.
That's not. I mean, what I mean, he will not do. You may think about something like pro-Ukrainian, but he will never do anything actually to stop Russia. Never. And if it fits your outlook on the end of the war, then yeah, you might be all right with it. But still, by the way, Zelensky, he doesn't know about it, but he joins the discussion. He said that once again, he reiterated that Ukraine is ready to work with any political.
Because he was working with Trump.
Yeah,
He has this experience.
And, Volodymyr Zelensky was elected president of Ukraine during the period when Trump was president of the United States, and they had a meeting back then. And I believe that everything can happen after the elections in the United States. Probably the parties are just waiting for some decisive actions for the elections to take place, basically, because we had elections in Russia, and in Russia,
So-called elections.
so-called, yeah, sham elections, I mean, and they like confirmed that Putin is still a dictator of Russia. Wow, surprise, nothing changed. And after the elections in the United States, we will have like a different way of conducting foreign policy. Russia is a strategic adversary of the United States. It will be both with Republican and Democratic parties in rule, but the ways they perform their foreign policy and support for Ukraine, maybe military support or non-support for Ukraine, diplomacy will vary, whether it is Trump or Biden winning. And maybe Biden will be very proactive if he wins the elections, and he will give us everything we need to end the war.
No, I have to admit, no.
Yeah.
Still, Biden will like. That's just like you have to choose the less dangerous.
Like the
thing.
lesser evil. you know.
Yeah, something like that. And by the way, to try and follow our previous discussion, Nikki Haley will speak at the Republican convention.
okay.
So, like, multiple media has.
Is
have
that confirmed
reported.
on,
Like,
on
let's-
X social network? Was that confirmed
Oh, if it's not confirmed by Elon Musk and by his retweets, I think, yeah, that's just a waste of time. And to believe that, yeah, it's dumb. So, yeah, like, I see that Wall Street Journal, New York Post, USA Today, that's
ABC News,
ABC,
yes,
yeah.
I see.
Associated Press, that's the media that reported that she will actually speak, even after, like, their relations after the race. Yep, I guess she will. And that's, like, see, now like, unity, this new trend in America, it will work for Trump. It will not work for Biden, because when Biden says unity is important, nobody gives a fuck at this point.
You see, Nikki Haley, maybe she will speak, but the point is that she will advise to support Trump or support the Republican Party. It's a different thing.
No. At this point, no. Why?
Because Trump it's for next
no,
president.
You see, you say, I don't want to support Trump, but Trump goes for Republicans.
Yeah.
You vote for Republicans, you vote for Trump. So, like, that's why many Republicans were hinting, like, I cannot endorse, like, I have to betray my party, like, because I
of
cannot
this candidate.
comprehend, I cannot stomach Trump. And some of them said it before, and now it's all backwards. They give this up, and they're like, yeah, we support now, like, our candidates.
Okay, that's a lot, but let's remind our viewers to write and comment what they think about this whole event, what happened to Donald Trump. Was that a real attempt on his life? Was it a political trick? But we can surely agree that it was an event. It was maybe a show. It had an impact. And I believe we will see the results of the presidential elections, some preliminary expectations very, very soon. So be sure to like and subscribe to our show and watch Red Lines. Have a nice day.